Guys, this is Useful YGO, and this is Dinomorphia is Useful. I told you guys making this video, and look, it's not done. Yay! First, I'm going to talk about the format I'm going to be using for this video. I would like feedback on the format of the video, see if you guys like it. The way I'm going to do the video is I'm going to do deck lists, and then in the deck list, I'm going to talk about some cards that I'm playing that you probably don't see being played, and like why I'm playing them and why I'm not playing other cards. I'm going to do that after I do the deck list, and then I'm going to do like a replay or two with some commentary over it, just explaining, showing you how the deck actually plays. There's no tutorial video. This deck doesn't need a tutorial, but it's more like yeah, you can see how the deck plays, and after that, that's probably going to be the end of me talking, except for like a few notes at the very end, because after that's going to be like, so if you don't want to stay past that, that's totally fine. There's going to be other replays. And just for people who want to see the deck being played, I'll probably like speak up a few times here and there, add a few notes there, like, but other than that, the video is essentially over after I do the commentary replays, which would probably be quick and short. If you have any questions, and even if you don't feel like watching the full video, by all means, I don't mind answering questions in the comments. I'm not going to be like, watch the video, it explains it. No, bro, you can ask questions. But it'll take a lot less effort if you just watch the video and then have your answers explained right there. So let's get into it. That was 1 minute and 30 seconds. Love it. First, I'm going to go over the non-Dinomorphia cards, and I'm going to go over the Dinomorphia cards. You have Heavenly Prison. I've been calling this guy Sky Prison for the past 5 years, but so if you hear me calling him Sky Prison, I mean Heavenly Prison. It's just I got to get used to the new name. He has 2 effects. You only can activate each effect once per turn, and you can only activate 1 effect per turn, and only once that turn. The first effect, Spell Speed 1. Reveal it in your hand, and after it resolves, your set spells and traps cannot be destroyed by card effects. The second effect, if a set spell or trap card is activated, you can special summon him from your hand. And if he's special summoned while he's revealed from his other effect, you can set a spell or trap from your deck, but during the end of the next turn, send it to the graveyard. So there are people, like in the past when this card first came out, people would use it in like Labyrinth, summon Skill Drain, and then during the end of your summon Skill Drain, and then during the end of your turn, Skill Drain gets sent to the graveyard, and you're alive again. So that's, yeah. Full low, self-explanatory. Ash, self-explanatory. Duality, you're not summoning monsters. I've played variants of this deck where you are summoning. I've played Azamin, I've played Kashtira, I've played a bunch of other stuff. I played Fiendsmith, I've played random stuff in this deck. I've played it in Ryugi because you can just search it out and do your Dinomorphia plays and end on like Varudris and some other stuff. But no, it's like you're not summoning in this variant. Droplets, unsung hero of this deck. Dude, like, oh, don't you think Crown is better? No, I like the wet. I like the droplets. Have a good day. Imperm, self-explanatory, but Imperm and then Impulse, you're going to see me do that play later on. You guys are going to appreciate it. It's again, evenly, because if I lose dice roll, I don't care if you try to feed your family. Fuck that board. Judgment. Yay, I don't have to count my life points. Like, I don't have to worry about strike or warning where I'm like, oh, am I over 2,000? Am I over 1,500? No, Judgment just does it all for me. And this card is so funny. This card hits almost every monster effect except for ones that are on field. I think this card is just so funny, dude. And then burning your opponent for like 2,000 is like, you can be attacking, you're like, wait, or they can attack you literally. Plot twist, something's gonna come up later. They can attack you and you can be like, but you're already dead. They're gonna be like, what? Nani? And essentially kill themselves. It's so funny. Let's get back into now. Dinomorphias. The monsters, they all float, both fusions and effect monsters. The effect monsters, they can only float into each other. Oh my god, get this out of here. They can only float into effect monsters, but you have to banish a trap to do it when they're destroyed by card effects. The fusions can only summon the level 4s. Or the level 6 fusions can only summon the level 4s, and the level 4s can only summon each other. Right? So boy can only get girl, and girl can only get boy. But these 2 fusions can get any of them. But the thing is, for the fusions, you don't have to banish a trap to get the summon effect when they are destroyed by card effects. But the level 8 can summon the level 6 or the level 4s. Alright. Now, for every trap I'm going to talk about, for the Dinomorphia, you're paying half your life points. That is a whole gimmick of the deck. You're paying half your life points. So when I talk about the effect of the trap card, the effect like when you activate it, which is the field activation effect, right? Not the graveyard effect. You're paying half your life points. Just remember that. So I'm not repeating it 1,000 times. Now for the girl, when she's summoned, you set a Dinomorphia trap from your deck. And if you activate that effect while your 2,000 life points or less, you gain 500 attack boost permanently. The boy, he's beat right. Send anything to the graveyard from your deck. And then if you activate that when you're 2,000 life points or less, you burn your opponent for 500. Now, the traps. There's two effects. There's 2 second effects that they have. The counter traps, if you're being attacked while you have 2,000 life points or less, you can banish it from your graveyard. You don't take any battle damage for that attack only. The normal traps, if you're 2,000 life points or less, you can banish it, and you don't take any effect damage for the rest of that turn. Boom, you have Domain, can only be activated during the main phase. It's Branded Fusion. You love it, you hate it, you love it, we love it. You have Frenzy, can only be activated during your opponent's main phase. You fuse by using 1 monster from your extra deck and 1 monster from your main deck. Not hand, not field, has to be 1 and 1. Not 2 and not 2 from extra deck, not 2 from main, no, 1 and 1. Then you have Alert, which is like a fake soul charge. You can summon up to level 8s, you can summon up Dinomorphia monsters from your graveyard that are up to level 8. And they cannot declare attack, and you're locked into Dinomorphias for that turn. So that means you can summon 2 level 4s, 1 level 6, or 1 level 8. Brute, Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer, destroy a Dinomorphia monster you control, and a card your opponent controls. So destroyed, it starts their floating effects. You have Sonic, destroy it, you negate a spell or trap, negate a spell or trap card, or call it card, not effect, card. So only on field, like when they first activate it on the field. And then you will say destroy Dinomorphia monster you control. Intact. It is like one of the best cards in the deck. It's a monster negate from anywhere, but all you have to do is control a Dinomorphia card. So say for example you activate the fusion and then somebody ashes it, and you go, oh, guess what? I have a Dinomorphia card face up now. I activate Intact. Intact negates and destroys the monster, but for the rest of the turn, any battle damage you take is always equal to half your life points. So if you have 2,000 life points, your opponent has 2 monsters with 5,000 attack. They attack you, you're only taking 1,000, and then the next attack you're taking 500. So you cannot die unless you're at literally 1 life point, because it's battle damage. It'll always be like you will get the 1 damage. But anyways, yeah. Let's get into our extra deck now. You have our Rexsturm. Nope. Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, so Rexsturm is funny. It has a floodgate effect where your opponent cannot activate monster effects on the field who have more attack than you have life points. And then it has a quick effect. Pay half your life points. Make all monsters your opponent control equal attack points equal to your life points. So, yay. So, like, say, for example, you have 2,000 life points and your opponent summons a 2,000 monster. They cannot activate that monster's effects. And then, like, if somebody has, like, a spell speed 1 effect, for example, you're going against Elf Note or something, you can summon Rexsturm, they'll summon their monster, and because it's spell speed 1, you can chain Rexsturm to lower your life points, and then, boom, they can't activate that monster on field. You have Kentradina. She copies a Dinomorphia normal trap in your graveyard by paying half your life points and banishing it. Then you have Stealthbergia. If your opponent activates, while you have 2,000 less life points, you don't pay for traps, which is like, I normally don't really remember that effect or don't care for it. But when your opponent activates the monster effect, you burn your opponent for, once per turn, you burn them for its original attack, which is pretty funny. You can dome people like that. There's one time I was playing this deck when it had, shortly after it released, and DPE was very popular. And my opponent kept summoning DPE, and he kept activating a card to use the effect. I kept burning him for like 3,000 every turn. He just scooped. He was like, "Yeah, bro." And this guy was way better than me at the time, and he was way better than me. But I kind of stole a win by just burning him for 3,000 every turn or something like that, because I never had to attack. It was funny. Boom. We have our super poly targets. Garura, Muddragon. We have Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel because the fusions are 6s and you have 4s, and you have Fuwa. Fuwa's off, like you have, no, Fuwa doesn't count. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm out of air and out of water. These are level 4 dinosaurs. So you just overlay for this. This guy right here recycles your traps. Love it. And then it gets another name out of your hand, which is pretty cool. IP, SP, you know it. And then you have your Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep, you can summon a fusion to it. So if you have a fusion already on board and you need to, say for example, get another trap set, you summon the Cross Sheep. Oh my god, please stop it. You summon the Cross Sheep and over the fusion, and then you just summon, I don't know, Fuwa or something. And then basically, or if, like, for example, if you summon a Theresia, you get this monster reborn that Diplos then make your Xyz monsters. Love it, hate it, have a good day. Side deck. You can play whatever you want, honestly, but I love the Super Polys, and then I love Ferret Flames. I think it's a need. I think it's a must in this deck because it outs your it outs Liger Dancer because your opponent's the one shuffling back, and if you're like at 2 life points, everything's getting shuffled back. You don't care, and your opponent can't activate anything in response if you have Rexterm on board or something along those lines. I love it. It's one of my favorite cards. It's one of the best cards in the deck. You just can't play it in the main. Warning, self-explanatory. This card, Reversion, it just copies any counter trap in your graveyard. It's so freaking nuts. Eradicator, because we like that. Because Heavenly Prison is a dark. Your fusions are darks. Have a good day. It's really good against Sky Striker as well. I think that's the best application for it. And it's like runic, things along those lines, things that really rely on their spells. It's really good. I really appreciate Lava Golem because you don't give a damn. If I have to go second, you have to go third. I don't care. Lava Golem, because I don't care about your board. Like I like playing. I like not having to play through people's board. You can change a few things. You'll see people playing like more trap heavy builds. One card I really like that I haven't that's not here is Trapaholic. But I was like, I'd rather not. I rather a trap that I get it. It's like a econ like a e-telly for a trap. I just couldn't. I didn't like it. No, it's really good. I just thought, hey, I can actually just play another trap or just play Duality, which does this exact same thing, honestly, and it doesn't lock me out of traps. I was playing Wannabe, but people with I don't like giving people information early, and then on top of that, I'm playing Impulse, and then on top of that, they can just negate it or pop it before you can do anything, before you can activate Heavenly Prison. So yeah, let's get into some replays. Alright, welcome back. Let's get into our replays. This is going to be funny. I'm actually going to show you guys something real quick. I think it was versus our U-Bell opponent. I'm going to show you what my deck looked like when I was doing this duel right here. So you guys can see, how primitive it was. I had no extra deck, no side deck. This is just what I was running right here, right? I'm going to show you how much work the deck puts in with no other extra deck. This is kind of crazy. Let's first go over our Fiendsmith U-Bell game. I scooped game one mainly because they were just doing a lot, and I knew I couldn't break their board. And the thing is, with this deck, you don't have to break people's board on your turn. You don't even really have to do it on their turn. You have essentially 3 turns to do it sometimes, depending on what deck you're going against. But let's look at this one real quick. Let's talk about it. They don't know what I'm playing, so I just they don't know what I'm playing because I scooped too early. So I get to go first this time. Just set, boom, 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 boom. Oh, shit. So, I accidentally paused it. So, this was game 2, so I cited our Reversion in, because they didn't know what I was playing game 1, right? And you can tell I'm still trying to get in the swing of the deck. You're about to see what's going on. So, I fuse, they Mourner, I don't care, I chain my card, because Mourner, they have to activate it first because they're turn player. Boom, I get the effect off. Negate monster effect. I don't take any battle damage for the rest, so I take half my life as battle damage. I know this card is crazy, so I just pop it when I see it. Oh, I see this. Bring back my guy, and I dump a card that's going to protect me from effect damage. He uses Engraver. I copy my monster negate Engraver. He just scoops. Love it. That's just the deck playing. I'll save the rest, the other replays and stuff like that for towards the end of the video. But let's go on to our Magnet Warrior game. You know what? Yeah, let's go to our Magnet Warrior game. And after this, you know what? Yeah, our Magnet Warrior game should be the next one. And then after this, it's gonna be me not really talking much, and you guys are gonna see the deck pop off. This is game 1. Look at this board, and remember I told you if I don't win the dice roll, I don't care if you're trying to feed your family. Everything's dying. They didn't see any other hand traps. They didn't see anything else, alluding to what deck I'm on, because this is still game 1. He also drew the Researcher. I'm like, okay. Go ahead, pop off, King. Normally, so his board right now, let's talk about it. He has a fusion. He has a fusion spell, right? Or he has what's this, a Book of Moon or a pop? You can tribute this card on target one face of monster. Change the Book of Moon. He has an infinite spell negate. He has a this is so funny. You're gonna see this later on, but he has this on board. It changed all my monsters to Earth, and I have Impulse out. I had already used Impulse, so I can't activate my monster effects because all my monsters are Earth, and I'm locked into Dark Water Fires. He left Lori out because he didn't want to give me another draw. And this is what I mean when I say you really just don't have to care about your opponent's board a lot of the time. You play on your turn. I just ash it. Truth be told, I should have just ashed the Requiem. He just scoops. That's literally it. That's literally it. Like, imagine he went first, had that crazy board. Normally people would fold under that. And yeah, that's it. Let's do our striker duel. And call, like, this is our striker game. Who went first? I did? Oh yeah, okay. I think yeah. I went first. I didn't like they made me go first. I didn't know they were on striker. No hand traps. Let's see what goes on. I just get this out of here now. I just stop it now to burn him for the 2000. No hamp, no hamp. That's fine. So here's the thing. Never do what I did. Always start, if you have both of the fusion traps, always start with domain first. Because frenzy is the stronger one. Always start with domain first. I just was clicking stuff and I started with frenzy first. Never do that. I put Impulse out to scare him, to be honest. Sky Striker players don't read. They really don't. Like, they're weirdos who like to lick feet. They don't read. And they like to, they don't read. And then they think, they don't know if you can activate it this turn or not. So, that's to scare him. It's funny. Keep watching. Adds it back to his hand. Sure, go ahead. Like, why would you take the other monster? Okay, sure. He can't activate monster effects, bro. He can't activate monster effects. Like, what is going on, bro? I thought that was funny. From here on, we're just gonna do our regular replays now. No audio. Have a good one. So this duel right here is, I had to show it. It's the game 2 of my the Magnet Warrior one. I have to put overlay on. I have to put commentary on this one because it's a duel like in real reality, like real life. I'm dueling somebody in front of me. I would have won, but because they're on a simulator, you'll see what's going on. So I'm gonna load it up real quick. Of course I'm going second. He's on Magnet Warrior. Oh, I'm going first. Sorry, he's on Magnet Warrior. He made me go first. I was like, okay, cool. That's why I still have the Fuwalos in here. Cause I thought I was going second. Watch me play through 2 board breakers though. I didn't put Imperm down because once he made me go first, I knew that he had board breakers. Same thing with Impulse. He can activate monster effects who have 1,000 life points or less. I mean, or more. He tries to fuse, I negate it. This is my spell. This is my soul charge effect. So, we continue playing. I just have floating bodies. Can't really do much. I found this is the weird way that I've ever seen somebody bridge into Fiendsmith combo, but I was like, yeah, you do you. Now, from here, he just banishes my trap that's going to protect me from dying from battle next turn. Look, bro, oh my god, this upsets me so much. So I'm going to tell you what happened, then I'm going to show you the replay, then you're going to be like, okay, that makes sense. When SP is summoned, an overlay pops up like this that shows you your monsters on the field and in the grave. And you can select one, right? To banish. I forget it does that because I almost never go into SP. So as soon as I summoned SP and I clicked yes, activate effect, I clicked his body like this as if I was going to target it. But the overlay popped up at the same time and made me target my face down card because that's the first thing that shows up on this side. So yes, and I accidentally targeted my card to banish it when I was supposed to target the High Wave King Caesar, banish it. Purge does nothing to me. I activate the trap. The trap summons back Kenchijina. Kenchijina effect. Copy the trap. Summons this guy and the girl. The girl sets the monster negate. The boy sends the brew, which is the DPE, the Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer, right? And so I get a pop, a monster negate, and then like further, like I don't die from battle the next turn, things like that. Like, oh my god, that was going to be like the most epic comeback. But let's play and show you what happened. And like like what? Why does that make like why does the overlay show up like that? It irks me so bad because it made me click my trap, and I'm like, you know what? It's whatever. In a real duel, I would have won. I don't care. Even like we'll see, I don't even know what his top deck was, but it honestly doesn't matter. I had too much to do. All right, so after seeing the replays, I wanted to add in more replays, like more losses and things like that. But it's how to say, I didn't want to. I don't like showing replays where I'm only winning. That makes no sense. I want to show the bad side of the deck. But like before, like I had more replays, but that's before I turned the deck into what it is now. And I was losing a lot to like just terrible hands where I'm having like literally like I was playing thrust and talents in the main and things like that, and I was having hands where I have like thrust talents, and like just like alert and brute, which do nothing, and I'm like, okay, like those aren't real duels, you know what I mean? And that was only made like when I made this version of the deck, it became less bricky by like by nature because like I upped the consistency. I added in a lot of tools and things along those lines. Like I was playing trap holic, I was playing trap track as well. That pops my Dinomorphia monsters to set a trap, and then I can only activate one trap for the rest of the turn. I was doing that as well to like get their recycle effect started as well. It was a lot. I was doing a lot. I was testing out with the deck. I went back to some other variants, like so in the past during Snake Eye format, I played Bestial Dinomorphia, where you just went to Chaos Angel or Barone, or Disbatter, and you just played with your Dinomorphia stuff, and that's not really viable now. I did a lot of other things. I tried a lot of other hand traps. I tried a lot of things, and this is honestly what I settled on. There's a lot of like, and the replays you see where they just end abruptly. That's where people are just scooping. Like for example, the Ryziel duel. I feel like he could have put in more work. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had a few floaters here and there, stuff like that, but I felt like he could have done a little more. You know what I mean? Also, I don't know why he didn't flip his field spell. I really feel like he could have done a little more, but oh well. And like the Draco Tail duel. Opponent just scooped. I guess they saw I had the evenly, and honestly, whatever was left on their board, I was going to super poly anyway. And maybe I probably still would have lost. Who knows? They just scooped when they saw the evenly coming. Some of my other duels, again, they're just me bricking. There's some duels I had where like I'm winning, I win, but it's like you can tell Fu was pulling most of the weight, and you can tell like or I just had a cracked hand. That's just not fair. You know what I mean? So I tried to show my games going second. I try to like give you guys some what do you call it, some option thing like that. Like, I'm not here like to be the person. I'm not here to play the deck for you. I'm here to show you that it's useful, that you can actually play it. I've been playing it a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with it again. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is my list. You guys have any other like the side deck can be used tweaking. Like what I play Nib, honestly, I don't like dealing with people's boards, which is why I'm playing evenly, super poly. I don't like my opponent responding to me when I'm trying to break their board. Like, but when I'm doing combo, by all means, do activate whatever you want. It's fair, it's fair. But like when I'm breaking boards, I don't like my opponent responding to me, which is why I'm not playing Nib. Should I be playing Droll? Hell yeah, but like I don't really like the way the other hand traps work in this deck. So this is what I've settled on. I like this? Yes, I could fix my super poly targets, but again, thank you for guys for seeing my video. It's useful. See you guys in Top Cut.